What's up, Sagittarius? Welcome back to Grizzly Tarot. My name is Dan. I'm here to do your love life checkup.
I'm Justin.
That's Justin. My roommate is guest starring in this reading, and when I say guest starring, I mean he's playing video games behind me with headphones on, and he can hear me and I can't hear him, which is perfect. Anyway, so if you are new to my channel, welcome. Glad to have you here. Feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you're interested. And if you are returning, welcome back, Soul Fam. Always a pleasure to have you back. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Any information you could possibly want to know about the reading, personal readings, any of that good stuff down below in the description. I already pre-shuffled it off camera, so I'm just gonna shuffle 3 times real quick to get it out of the way, so you know it's authentic. So. Ooh, the first card out is 10 of Cups, so you're happy right now. Like, you're living your best life, basically. Oh. Yo, Sag, what is up with you and your fucking past? I feel like every Sagittarius reading I do, like, there's something with the past. Okay. 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 Oh, okay. I like it. We're gonna clarify this 10 of Cups. What's going on with that? Actually, I don't need to clarify that. Clarify 6 of Cups. In the reverse. Okay. You don't want to make the same mistake again. Whatever the moon here. Oop. What? Okay, so in your recent past, you have the moon, and it's clarified by the sun. Here's another one. Another one for the sun with the moon, please, Spirit. Repressing childhood like memories, or like repressing childhood emotions, or like a childlike wonder. Excuse me. Can you get one more with that or no? Or is that the message? With the star. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Too many cards. So yeah, these intros take a little longer now just because I start using multiple decks. I'm gonna do clarifiers to really get a whole storyline. That's 5 of Swords in the reverse, please. Okay. Judgment in the reverse. Okay. I mean, I like the reading for the most part. Damn it. And I'm dropping cards. Okay. Clarifies death in reverse, please. Okay, flip the deck. Right away. Right fucking away. So I love that when I'm sitting here clarifying and like in my head I'll just get like a quick little, hey, flip the deck, and then I flip the deck and the second I shuffle it pops out. It's perfect. Clarifies 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify it again. No, why? Too many. Way too many. One more, please. No? Two more. Okay, now we got a lot of fucking cards here. I don't know which way that landed, if it was upright or not. Yeah, I got a lot of fucking clarifiers, I'll tell you that much. Clarify this outcome even though I know what it is. If you guys can't tell, I'm getting frustrated shuffling. Can I put the Queen of Cups in reverse, please? Okay, you're not going to clarify because you already know what it is. Just fucking throwing everywhere. Clarify this Hierophant with the Seven of Pentacles, please, Spirit. I'm releasing heartbreak. Okay. I feel like we got enough. Now that my table is completely filled with a million fucking cards. So, now, the undertone of the read, which is at the card at the bottom of the deck, which tells what the entire read is really about, is the Six of Swords, which talks about moving on from a shitty situation, moving from rough waters to calmer seas, right? You're moving on from a shitty situation to a better situation. Self-explanatory. Now, in your present position, you have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is the ultimate emotional fulfillment card. It's like you're completely satisfied with how your emotional life is right now, or your love life is. Like, that's basically what that's saying. Is just right now your life, you're like, okay, I love my life type deal. Right. I didn't even pull a clarifier for that because that's relatively self-explanatory. And me, myself, I'm a Sagittarius to myself, and, you know, life's pretty just good right now, you know, no complaints. Your challenge, though, is Six of Cups in the reverse, clarified with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Something from the past, you don't want to repeat the mistakes of the past, basically. That's how I look at that. Six of Cups in the reverse talks about keep reliving the past, being stuck in the past. And the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse talks about not wanting to repeat things, not wanting to do things again, basically repeating. It can also talk about working on yourself or working to better yourself. But I feel with this, with the Six of Cups in the reverse, it's not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past, okay? Or not wanting the past to repeat itself. So in your recent past, you have the Moon, clarify with the Sun, clarify with the Star. I feel like there was like a sense of like repressing yourself, whether it was your sense of happiness, your sense of hope. Like, it was almost like your sense of happiness and hope was like diminished. Okay, because like the way I see it in my head, like, is like you have, there's a joke that it's like, oh, men's brains are compartmentalized, okay? And I'm just using this example. If you're a female, it's same thing. It's just a joke. Shut up. Men's brains are compartmentalized, where like we have a box for everything, right? And the way I see it in my brain is like you took like your like childlike wonder, your happiness, your like zest for life, like carefree attitude, and put it in a box and shoved it way the fuck far back in your brain, right? That's how I see it. And it's like now you found the box, like in your current situation with the Ten of Cups, it's like you found the box, you opened it up, and it's like, hell yeah, I want all this shit back, right? So in the past, like something was diminished, your happiness, your energy, your goofiness, like that thing, or that type of vibe. Now, what your goal here is the Five of Wands in the reverse, clarified with the Fool in the reverse, clarified with Ten of Swords in the reverse. Five of Wands in the reverse is not wanting to fight, not wanting to argue. It's kind of really just like laying down your arms and just being like, no, I don't want to fight anymore. The Fool in the reverse is not wanting to take risks, and Ten of Swords in the reverse is getting over pain and a form of pain and suffering. So it's like your goal is like you want to drop all conflict and really just heal. Let yourself heal and relax. And you're like, I don't have any desire to fight. I don't need to be reckless at all. And I just need to, let myself heal from the burdens of the past, right? Now, the Ten of Swords is a card, I can't speak. Ten of Swords is a swords card. Swords talk about mental energy. So it could be that like you just need to give your mind a break and you just need to let your mind relax and release all the heaviness and all the burdens, right? Now what's driving this, and I thought this was pretty funny, is the Five of Swords in the reverse. Basically another card of saying, I don't want to fight. I'm laying down my sword. I don't need to keep fighting. Now, fives are both cards, or these two fives in general are cards of change. So this talks about wanting a change. You're like, maybe in the past you had to keep fighting for a relationship or keep fighting for people, or maybe you have a reoccurring pattern of every time you try and date someone, you're the one like fighting to make it work and the other person's just not. And you're at the point where you're just like, no, I'm not gonna fight for anybody. I don't need to. I'm pretty happy where I'm at. And I laughed before when I clarified this because the Six of Wands in the reverse came out. That can talk about a little bit of an ego thing where it's like, nah, I don't want to fight for this because, my ego says like, oh, it's not worth my time, right? That's not necessarily a bad thing because ego can go both ways. There's good sides of ego and bad sides of ego. You just have to make sure not to let your ego run your life because then it can turn into a toxic, egotistical type thing, right? Here, I feel like you're really just at the point where it's like, no, like I'm tired of fighting so much that I'm just going to keep rolling with the wind and seeing what happens. Like I'm not fighting for anything to work. I'm not going to make the mistakes of the past of fighting when nobody else is fighting, and I'm just going to keep going. Like if you're not putting in effort, I'm not going to put in effort. That type of vibe, right? And now in your near future, you have Judgment in the reverse followed by the Eight of Swords in the reverse and the Emperor in the reverse. Basically, you're just like letting go. Like you're just like, okay, universe, do your thing, right? Eight of Swords, releasing yourself from mental prison. Emperor in the reverse is just releasing yourself from feeling the need to control everything. Okay? Judgment in the reverse. There are a couple of ways to take that, but with the clarifiers, I'm taking it as really you're just like, universe, do your thing. Like I'm not going to try and control it. I'm not going to try and do any of that. Universe, you're in charge here. You control it. Like that's how I'm seeing that. So I personally think that's a great way to be. In my eyes, that's like the personification of the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is the Sagittarius card, but the Temperance card to me is being in flow state where you're not fighting anything, you're not pushing anything, you're just going with the flow. And that's basically what it's saying you're going to be doing in your near future. I personally think is a great state to be in. Flow state is dope. Now, you have in your internal influence the Death card in the reverse followed by the Ace of Wands in the reverse. And Death card in the reverse talks about resisting a change or resisting an ending. Ace of Wands in the reverse talks about no new beginning. Ace of Wands upright is like, oh, here's a new beginning, a fresh start. In the reverse, it's no new beginning. So it's like, I almost feel like you're not taking chances on people or not giving anybody a second chance. You're like, oh, I'm not allowing anybody to, if you screw up once, like that's it, you're done, goodbye. Because with this not wanting to repeat the past, but like resisting a change, it's like, okay, I do want another clarifier with that. It's like I don't want to give somebody another chance because I already learned in the past that people don't deserve another chance. Clarify with the Six of Pentacles. It's like, that talks about an equal give and take. So it's like I said, that struggle of like, oh, people showed me in the past that they weren't worth me giving them a second chance because I always ended up getting screwed over, or I always ended up being the one giving and they weren't. And I'm just saying me as whatever. I'm not actually using me as an example. But so it's like I'm not giving things another chance because I've seen people take advantage of me and use me and mistake my kindness for weakness type deal, right? So you're like, I'm not doing that again. Now, whoever you're dealing with, so this is your external influence. This could be the people around you, the person you're dealing with, or just the energy around you. It's usually, in my eyes, the person that you're dealing with, but you have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, which talks about wanting to come out of the cold and wanting to basically come back into your life. Clarified with the Six of Cups and the Magician in the reverse, it's like they want to go back to the past. They want to come out of the cold from you, or out of the cold with you, to where you guys are on talking terms and friendly again. And they're reminiscing about times in the past, but they don't feel like they can make this work. With the Six of Cups and then the Magician in the reverse, they don't feel like they can manifest this or make it actually work if they wanted to. It's also clarified with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. They're restless because they want to talk to you. Okay, they want to communicate. So like they want to come out of the cold, they want to talk to you, but they don't think they can get it to go anywhere, but it's heavily on their mind and it's making them restless over it, right? Now your hope here, you have the Page of Swords clarified with the Ace of Pentacles. Basically, like you're hoping for some form of communication. I'm not sure if this is with this person. I would say it's not with the past person because it's clarified with the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like maybe you have somebody new that you're dealing with and you're hoping for communication from them. Or maybe you're hoping somebody new shows up and you get communication from them. But the hope is some form of communication with a new offer or a new possibility. Like you're, okay, I have to take this as you're hoping for somebody to call you up and basically say, hey, you want to go out? Like you're hoping for a communication of a new offer, to hear something about a new offer. Now your fear though, and this goes along with your internal influence, you have the World. The World talks about closing out chapters and cycles being complete. It's clarified with the Empress in, It's clarified with the Empress in the reverse, Knight of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Basically, you're afraid to close out a cycle of somebody who was in and out of your life that was very unstable. That was something that you put a lot of energy into and something that you fought heavily for, and you're afraid to close that out. Which is a little weird fear, considering the rest of this reading is pretty good. But like I said, the undertone of the entire read, Six of Swords, moving from one shitty situation to a better situation. So it's like you do want to move forward. You're content where you are. You don't want to repeat the mistakes of the past. And you don't want to keep giving to people who aren't going to do the same in return. Excuse me. My throat's all fucked up right now. Now, your outcome, you have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, and I like this outcome for you because the Queen of Cups to me is the nurturing mother. She's the one who takes care of everyone. When you go out drinking with your friends, like there's always like the mommy of the group where one person doesn't get that drunk and she takes care of everyone else, he or she, whatever, right? That's really, I don't know, when I go out with my guy friends and drink, we all just fucking retarded. But yeah, so like the Queen of Cups is basically the girl who sits there and holds everyone's hair while they're all puking because she's sober and she's taking care of everybody, right? In the reverse, it's where she says, okay, I've taken care of you guys long enough. I'm not going to baby you anymore. I'm going to take care of myself and I'm going to worry about my needs and what I want to do. So you guys do you. I have no ill will towards you, but I'm not concerned about taking care of you. I'm taking care of myself and that's it. That's your outcome here. And I like that because right now you're content with where you are. You're happy with what you're doing and you're trying not to repeat any of the mistakes of the past. And you're realizing that you can't be the only one to give in a situation. And with this being your outcome, you're basically keeping the same energy throughout the entire reading all the way up into the outcome. And I like that. Now, your advice, you have the Hierophant clarified with the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in the reverse. The Hierophant, don't challenge the status quo. Continue doing what you're doing. Follow the path that you're on, and you're going the right way. Don't change what you're doing. The Seven of Pentacles is basically a card of putting in effort and reaping what you sow. So like the imagery is planting, and like whatever effort you put into the plant that you're planting, you will get that same effort back, which is exactly how it will go when it comes to relationships. As long as you keep this same energy of, I'm going to respect myself enough to not overextend and make sure that it's equal before I actually really get involved with somebody, right? And the Three of Swords in the reverse is really just release any pain or heartbreak from your past that you're still holding on to, okay? Because like I said, with the recent past, with the moon, the sun, and the star, there was something about you, it was like your light was dimmed, and you need to still heal that. Like you might have brought the box out, the box is right here, there were 7 things in there, and you got 5 of them out already, and they're back with you, but you still got those last 2 things to pull out, right? You still got a little bit of healing to do, right? So keep going with it. I like this. Now I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you, but dude, my eye is fucking killing me right now. What is going on? I'm dying. You're going to see me next video and be blind. Ooh, that came out right away. Okay. Any other ones? Spirit, oh, there you go. Ooh. 44 and 14, that's 3 4s. Hey. 3 4s, I don't know the whole message, but the whole, part of the message is being on the right path and heading in the right direction. Okay, no more with this one. Any more with these? Jesus Christ. Give me a jumper that reveals itself, please, Spirit. There we go. Crown chakra. I don't think there's any more with this. Jesus Christ. Okay, there was one more. All right, so you have Woman Holding a Heart and Caring Connections from the Energy Oracle deck. So, let's see. Woman Holding a Heart. The woman on this card wears a butterfly in her hair and holds a lovely large heart in her hands. For a woman, this card upright could be a reflection of your own state of peaceful emotion and receptivity for love, or it might be a message that your family issues are going to resolve. You're an intuitive woman who understands. Don't listen to the gender. It's just ignore that. You're an intuitive woman who understands the emotions of life, and you're bringing that awareness to all that you do. This card upright could also indicate the presence of a female friend, teacher, or confidant who's here to help with the issues of love, family, or emotion. This is an even-tempered and caring person who resonates with you and your emotions. This could also portend a new love, interest, or a friend coming your way. For these oracle cards, I don't really try and be like, oh, that makes sense because here and this. Sometimes they coincide with the reading, sometimes they're completely separate messages. So I just read the messages out of the books and you apply them however they resonate to you. Feels? Caring Connections, 44. They got a lot of 4s here, dude. Caring Connections. This card shows a couple in a tender embrace with a woman holding the blossoms of new love. Like the Community card, this reveals a caring connection, but usually between 2 people only. This card upright signals the beginning or deepening of a kindred spirit, friendship, or even the appearance of new love. It can also signify a formal business partnership. When this card appears, be on the lookout for new connections presenting themselves. The relationships you already share may become more intimate, purposeful, or present at this time. Notice the opportunities to forge new or deeper bonds. There may be a tender karmic connection at hand. Both those were about a new love interest, so keep doing what you're doing. Just saying. All right, let's see. Crown chakra, 165. The crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the 1,000-petaled lotus, or the receiver of light. This chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and the spiritual insight. The crown center is the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aura for total well-being. To balance this chakra, I find that meditation, breathwork, yoga, spiritual healing, acupuncture, and color therapy work best. When properly aligned, your crown chakra will expand to a point where it's possible to access and tap into deepest sources of wisdom. And what was the last one? The fulfillment of wishes. What was it? What number are you? 9? Ah. This card, being one, if not the most positive of the minor arcana cards, represents emotional satisfaction, contentment, and enjoyment. Your wishes are coming true. Are you ready? Happiness, success, good health, completion, and accomplishment of your dreams and goals are in the palm of your hand. This card acts as a reminder to hold to the beneficial feelings from accepting and receiving what you've asked to strive for. Know that these will assist you in the future when you may need inspiration and positive energy. This is the right time to heal those past memories that have been holding you hostage. Forgive others and yourself so that your wishes, desires, and goals have a clear, unobstructed path to your heart, soul, and life. Honestly, dude, all except, crown chakra could even be considered that too. These are all basically like agreeing that you're in a great place right now and good things are coming, and you're continuing to just say, hey, I'm going to do what I'm doing to make myself happy, not repeat the mistakes of the past, and I'm only going to give to somebody that's giving to me, and vice versa. So, Sag, I think this is a pretty good reading. Most of your readings have been good lately. Anyway, Sag, that's what I got for you. I hope it resonated. If it did, let me know down below in the comments. Hit the like button if you'd like. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and make sure to hit the little bell notification on the side so that way you get notified whenever I come out with new content. All right? Like I said, any information you could possibly want to know about the reading or personal readings is down below in the description. And yeah. So, thank you guys for all the support. I love you all. See you in the next video. Deuces.